From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A run for the first time here with Jordan James. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Niners 1st down. On the handoff, this is James. Finding space inside the 40. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Is caught left side by St. Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
James will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
The kicker on.
Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Torrey Horton now to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. To the 45. Still going. And he is gone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Purdy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. To throw on first down is Purdy. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. It's second down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with a pick.
And he'll be brought down, but what a run down to the 40. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, 49ers.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Play action now. Purdy. Into the middle. He's got St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. We'll run up the middle with James. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 on the Seahawks 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're settled nicely inside the red zone.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal. The tight end motioning left here. Estime. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense...
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Here's second and 6.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Get it? Come back, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, right?
From the gun, it's Milroe. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That one swung out wide to Walker, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
70 Rangers, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready?
To throw again is Milroe. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space. And
he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll start on the ground with James. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And over the middle to Kittle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big-time play for the Niners. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Moving to his right. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal. They'll go with James. And he will get into the end zone. Jordan James. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
On first down, it's Milroe. Over the middle, Smith and Jigbo with the grab. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First down.
18 Rattler,
First
18
and 10
Rattler.
at the
Let's go.
41-yard line.
Come, 70 Timberwolf. Ready, ready.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Milroe throwing on second down. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Seattle.
Buffalo 18.
At the 44-yard
Come on,
line.
come on. 70 line.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big play for Seattle. 32 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, probably for the rest of this game.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Milroe going to throw it again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
60 Warriors, 70, 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Milroe on third down. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, They're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Crack all 80. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Purdy on first down. He'll get back to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 1 at the 22.
We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
From the 43, here's second down and 2.
Trap alert. Trap alert. Here we go. Strike. Ready, ready.
Once again, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
That is caught. He finds Walker. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take them down for a loss.
Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Purdy now on second down. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
18, watch out!
From the gun, it's Purdy. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
And a 49er first down.
Here's a handoff to James. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They keep it on the ground with James. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
It's a gain of 12 then. It's good for a Niners first down.
A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
Get set, get set.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. First and 10. Purdy. He has Hyatt complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
15 more yards.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Straight ahead, it's James. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Kittle is the man in motion. We'll try and run here with James. And he's got another one. Jordan James. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. The extra point, up and good. And the 49ers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Horton. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Come on, come on.
Now Milrow on first down. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Tempo.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go. Go.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Oh, strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Now it's Milroe. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he's taken down up past the 35. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down.
From the gun, here is a run with James. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know
he is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Tui Pelotu. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
At their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, here comes Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that will lead to a second down.
You know, so far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
He'll go right and find his running back, and they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Milroe. Got it with Smith in Jigba. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
Again, it's Milroe. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard
18 Rattler,
line.
18 Rattler. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw again is Milroe. The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. They need 8 yards to keep it going. 4th and 8.
Warriors, 70, Timber, 18, Pioneer.
Milroe gonna throw it again. He's got the first down and more than that. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20.
19.
Seahawks.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half.
At the 14-yard
Greg and
line.
I back on EA Sports after this. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Out to his right. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. That's pulled in. And they're able to tag on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points. All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
They run out of the gun, and here's James. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
First down.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll run on first down with Estime. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Second down, 8 yards to go. Another run, and again, it's Estime. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Get set, get set. Fire, rise up.
Once more, it's Estimate. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it, but when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike, it is because we don't see it very often in a world of the ever-increasing touchback. We don't see a lot of returns in this league, so when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
18, watch out.
Purdy down to a knee. That should be the final snap of this game. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They get the victory away from home in the division.